For the first time this series, Stokes will be calling upon two fast bowlers. Mark Wood and James Anderson will both play in Rajkot tomorrow, with Shoaib Bashir making way. Stephan Shemilt is our chief cricket writer. He's in India and he told me why England have changed their approach.
I think they've just looked at the conditions, Hugh, and drawn on a little bit of past experience. There's only ever been 2 test matches at this ground, but England played in one of them back in 2016, a high-scoring draw. So they've got their memories from that game, but they've also turned up in Rajkot and seen a pitch that has got more green grass on it than any of the 2 previous surfaces that they've played on during this series. You'll remember that in the first test in Hyderabad, the second test in Visakhapatnam, England fielded 3 frontline spinners, only 1 seamer. They might reflect that they needed that second pace bowler. And so they've called on James Anderson and Mark Wood in tandem in this test, because Ben Stokes has looked at the pitch. He says, look, I think there's a few cracks in it. He called it platy. What he means by that is there's bits of the surface that might move around, that might open up, that might make the pitch a little bit uneven as the game goes on. And also he thinks the ball might reverse swing, and both Wood and Anderson have the ability to reverse swing the ball.
You've spoken to Ben Stokes throughout this series, Stephan. You will appreciate that he knows the size of the task. He has been speaking about his 100th test being just another game, but given everything you've spoken about, it is a crucial moment in this test series.
Absolutely. It's beautifully poised. Ben Stokes has often said that 1-1 is a fair reflection of the cricket that's been played in this series. Now, I would say that India have probably won more sessions, but that's not to say that England can't be disappointed that it's not 2-0. They had a real chance in Visakhapatnam in that second test to follow up that historic win in the first test. India were missing 5 first-choice players. There was probably never a better time to play India in a test match in this country. Now, they're only marginally stronger for this test. They've been able to recall Ravindra Jadeja, the all-rounder, but they're still missing Virat Kohli, Rishabh Pant, Mohammad Shami and KL Rahul. Now, India, even with missing all of those players, are still a fearsome proposition. They have not lost a home series since 2012. There is a reason for that. This is the hardest assignment in Test cricket, maybe the hardest assignment in all of sport. India will remain favourites for the rest of this series, but that's not to say that England don't have a chance. They do, and that's what makes these final 3 Test matches so fascinating.